A lot of folks, as states start opening up, are concerned about going back into the workplace. And to address some of these concerns is attorney Dan Blakesley from Pellegrini, Seeley, Ryan, and Blakesley. Hi, Dan.
How you doing, Adam?
Good. Talk a little bit about as people go back to work, do they have to go back to work if they don't feel they're in a safe environment?
It's an interesting question. There are guidelines in place to address this issue from both the Centers for Disease Control and OSHA. Employers are required to follow these guidelines. And the general rule is that an employee cannot be terminated for refusing work if that employee is placed in imminent danger of death or serious physical harm as a result of the workplace conditions. Practically speaking, most workplaces will not be found to raise this level of danger. I think we're thinking more of hotspots such as hospitals, and I believe that the general rule in the wake of this pandemic will be that if enough personal protective equipment is provided, then employees are generally not allowed to refuse work for fear of contracting COVID-19.
And who makes that determination as to whether the employer environment is safe, the work environment?
I think the guidelines are set in place by the governor at the top of government. And this is a shifting issue. So I think a lot of the responsibility falls to the employer. And then there are safeguards in place for employees who have been terminated. If those employees refuse work and are later terminated for doing so, they may want to consult a lawyer about whether the firing was retaliatory in nature. Those employees would probably have to prove that they were in serious physical harm, serious physical danger, or at risk of death due to likely exposure to COVID-19. But it does not seem that most workplaces would qualify for it to get to that level of danger where employees would be protected from termination for refusing work.
We've heard a lot of stories lately about folks who have been retaliated against for raising concerns publicly about the level of safety in their workplace. Does that also apply here? Can someone be terminated for raising awareness about their workplace outside of the workplace?
Yeah, I'm sure people have been terminated. There are safeguards built into the law. Again, this is dealt with by the National Labor Relations Act, which gives protection to employees for raising concerns generally about workplace safety. And the acceptable conduct can include talking with another employee about working conditions, participating in a concerted refusal to work in unsafe conditions even, and joining with coworkers to talk to the media about problems or lack of protection within the workplace. This is all activity that employees are generally protected against, and they may have a claim for retaliatory termination if they end up losing their jobs for such conduct.
All right, great information. Dan Blakesley from PSRB, thank you very much.
Anytime, Adam. Thank you.